Good morning. I'm David Radcliffe with the New Community Project. We're a small nonprofit organization with a big goal, and that's to change the world. We have a sustainable living center out in Harrisonburg, Virginia. We offer learning tours to Africa, Asia, Latin America, and the Caribbean, and up to the Arctic. We speak in churches and schools and colleges all around the country every year, many times on many different topics. One of the most important things we do, however, is to support girls' education and women's empowerment in Nepal, Burma, Dominican Republic, and South Sudan. Currently, we're supporting about 225 girls with scholarships for school, in mostly elementary school, but also high school. We also provide them with hygienic kits whenever that's needed, and I think around 2,000 hygienic kits a year to keep these young girls healthy and active in school. Also shoes when they're needed. And with the women, we provide skills training through our partners for all kinds of things, microloans, sewing, tailoring projects, gardening projects, that sort of thing. One of our biggest focus in the world is in South Sudan. We've been involved there since about 2007, providing especially women's development opportunities and girls' education, and also reforestation. Recently, and I think because of this long involvement there, we've been invited or asked to raise $10,000 to build a girls' boarding school in Nimale, a Sudanese community right along the southern border of South Sudan, right along the border with Uganda. We've been involved there since the beginning of our work in South Sudan, and I think because of this, they realized that we are a trusted partner and perhaps would come through to respond to this invitation. Well, we've accepted the invitation. They say the need is, our partner there, Agnes Amelito of the Girl Child Education and Development Association, says the need for this school is multiple-fold. Young women are often, when they're in school with boys in the same context, these young women often end up getting pregnant in the context of being in school because of the association with the boys, and this girls' boarding school would, of course, be for girls only. Also, it allows girls who are coming from a distance to school or girls who are handicapped to have a better access to a place of education because they don't have to be so mobile to move back and forth to daily school or have to live in the village, find a place to live in the village close by the school. In addition, it allows young women to stay on the school grounds throughout the day, throughout the week. When girls have to go home in the evenings to the local community, to their homes, they're often put to work and have no time for study or for preparing for the next day's school. And often girls come to school hungry. If they've come from a distance and are staying with the family and have to come to school, that sending family doesn't have maybe food for them to eat. And also if they're coming from home, the food situation in many homes in these communities is insecure as well. So this provides many benefits for young women in this community. And so we're on our way to raising this $10,000. It'll build a multi-room boarding school. Once it's up, that's our job, is to provide the construction money. It'll be run by the community, teachers being provided by the government, community providing some oversight and other kind of administrative details, and also materials and that sort of thing coming from the community and from the government. So we invite you to be a part of this process. Thank you for your support of it and other things that you are perhaps doing with New Community Project. And we together feel that, well, if we build it, they will come. Young women around the world are desperate for an education because it's a start it's an opportunity to take the next step toward a life of many more opportunities for them, keeping them away from work that's difficult or dangerous or demeaning, and giving them the chance to postpone starting a family, which is advantageous for many, many reasons for young women and for their communities, and giving them the hope for a life and a future that is promising. So that's the promise we've made. We'll try to raise these funds, and we thank you for your support in helping us do that. Blessings and peace on you and your many ministries in your congregation and around the world.